Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to walk you through one of our recent AI related updates, which I'm very excited about. See, Zenphi is a no code process automation platform, right? We appreciate that we have added everything for you guys to automate your processes without writing single line of code. But at the same time, we appreciate some of you may already have experience in writing code and that sometimes may prefer to write a few lines of script to make the process implementation a bit simpler. Again, given that you've got the experience to do it. So we've had this action called execute a script here in Zenphi, which is extremely powerful. Actually, you can write a script here and do complex logic if you require it, and then retain the structured object to be used along the way in the platform. So it's got the output, and you can also specify the output. Um, However, I mean, the example for usage of there are multiple examples, and as I mentioned, pretty much you can create everything without writing code, but we appreciate, as I said, those of you who may prefer to write a few lines of code for scenarios like this. I've got a form here where just imagine that you want to calculate the income tax for the employees, and you've got the logic saying that if it's less than 100K is say, I don't know, 30%. If it's 100 to 200K is uh, 40%, X amount, and so forth. Obviously, you could do this. You can create a switch here, um, and you can do switch by value, but switch a statement, which is again is extremely powerful. You can say if the value entered is um, less than 200K, you can go to this branch. If it's more than between 200 and 300K, go to that branch, and etc. And here you can calculate the tax. Here you can say run a math operation and say because it's 35%, you can say go and get the um, value from here. Operation multiply by 0.35%, and this would be um, calculate tax. And then you need the same thing for here and here, depending how many brackets you've got. So what I wanted to show you is absolutely possible doing it without writing code. But then again, if you just want to replace it with one action, you could write code here to put a few if statements to do it. Now, this nothing so far I've mentioned, I've shared with you is new to Zenphi. So these are already there, and customers are using the executive scripts for various reasons. Some of the customers. Now, the new enhancement I'm extremely excited to share with you is this little button here for Zenphi AI Assistant or ZAIA, which allows you to generate the code for you. So if I just explain my logic here, and I'm just gonna copy paste it here. I say calculate employees tax. If the income is less than 100K, then 100,000, the tax rate is 30%. If it's more than 100K, less than 200K, then it's 40%. And then if it's more than 200K, it's 45%. That's all you need to tell it. And it would, if you press generate, it's going to go ahead behind the scene, talk to our AI model, customized AI model to generate this script. And again, it's great if you understand the script. If you don't even, you can just quickly test it here. If I say my income was, I don't know, 80,000, let's say run test, and you see it just gives you the results. Now, okay, as I mentioned, you can have a look at the script is generated for you, review it. It also updates the output schema. Now, if I just say apply, and if I see if it asks for the input, what's the income, then I'm gonna map it to the value we get from the form. And if I look at the output schema, I go here, it automatically updates it to return the tax amount. So let's run a test. I'm just gonna add log to history here because I'm loading up the user information. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, this action. I'm gonna say full name, tax is, and I'm gonna just use the output of the executed script. Let me do a test run. Should be. I'm gonna publish it. So let's press submit. Let's go back to Zenphi. Go to recent run. Let's refresh. We should see a new one here. As you can see, the new one is run. And if you look at the logs, it says Vahid Taslimi's tax is 74,400 and it's fallen into the bracket you're talking about. So as I mentioned, extremely useful, extremely powerful. And the fact that it takes care of everything for you, it generates the parameters, input parameters, and as well as the export schema. That's really great and awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, let us know if you need help or even share on your community side how you are using this new capability. Thank you very much.